Hey, we wanted to go over concrete treads today. Previously, they come in on a pallet, like what you see here, and we were just sending them out to the job site and not unwrapping them or unpacking them or checking them. So our new process is to, once we get these in, to unpack them, cover them, check them, and repalletize them and send them out to the job site. So there's three things we want to check. First of all, are there any defects? So as we uncover them, we want to look through the treads and make sure if there's any defects or any touch-up that's needed, that we take care of that before we cover them. Second thing we want to check is, do we have the right quantity? So just grab your paper. This one, what does it say here? It says it's lot 45 at Toll Brothers, Skyview, not sure which one. Okay. So you got your temp treads and landings there. It says there's 20 of them, and then right below that it says our concrete treads, and it says that they need to be 12 by, let's zoom in a little bit here, see if I can get this thing to focus. 12 by 48 by 3.5. There's 20 of them, and the landings are 52 and 13/16 by 98.5. Okay. They're not going to measure that. They're going to. So if you look at the landing configuration, you can see how that's configured. So it's 98 and what was it? 98.5 long ways from this end to this end. So the tread's going to be half of that dimension, or the landing plank will be half of that dimension, and it'll be half of that dimension the other way. So you want to do the math and make sure that when you put all four of those pieces together, it's the right size for that landing. So we want to be able to check that before we cover them, and we'll go over the process for covering those treads as well.
Okay guys, here's how you cover treads. You can see he's stacking those concrete treads. The first thing he's going to do is take this purple tape, which is a low residue tape, and he's running that around the perimeter to make sure that there's a surface there to put the duct tape to. Then he takes the duct tape. You run the duct tape around the perimeter as well. Fold that over, make sure it's all stuck down, and then you do one last strip over the top to make sure that no dust or particles get in there, or that seam rips. And that's the process to cover the treads. You see here that this is a tread that's short. That means there's going to be posts going on that tread. The process is the same for covering it. You just need to make sure to put that cover right in the center so that the installers have somewhere to put the posts on either side of that step.
So one of the things we're seeing here is, you can see that right here, this mark. That's where they had this stacked, and they had a little piece of wood on top of there, and it's put a mark inside the tread. And that's one thing we don't want, is to uncover the tread and have that mark. So what we're doing is taking a piece of Scotch-Brite and some degreaser. You can see in the pail right there, we got some degreaser inside the pail. Okay, and just kind of going over top of the surface of that concrete tread to get rid of that mark. They've done it over here on this one. Most of them had marks on them, and so they're getting rid of those marks. And he's not just doing it right here where the mark was, he's doing the whole surface, because we want to make sure that it has a uniform, I don't know, finish maybe. If you do it just in one location, you can end up with a mark there, and we don't want a mark on it, so we just do the whole surface all the way across. So you can see now where we had those marks on there, they're gone. It's all a uniform finish and shine all the way across there. So good chance you'll have to do that when you get the concrete treads in.